Right here in the Shade Tree shop today, we have a John Deere. John Deere wants a deck rebuild. Look at this, right off line, 2 new spindles. There's the hardware. There's the other spindle. There's a belt in that package. And if we look underneath, I see a pin there. There's a pin there. One on the other side, that's 3 pins. And there's a pin. That's a total of 5 pins. Step 1, let's get this deck off. So now with 5 pins removed, the blade engagement cable / spring unhooked, the belt unhooked, we can start working on it. I'm going to clean all that grass off first, then start taking it apart. Oh, you want to see the other side? About time for new blades too. Up next, I'm ripping off these pulley covers, get them out of the way. So just remove this pulley, and now the belt is off. I'm going to remove these 2 pulleys, then I'll probably wash the deck up. Then we'll take the old spindles out, put the new spindles in. And then once you get the pulley off, there are 4 bolts that hold the spindle on. Pop those out. And the new ones come with new bolts. We'll set those bolts aside. The old, here's the new, and the new has a grease fitting. Next, I'll clean up the deck and then we'll put it back together. Now the pulley on this side acts like it's hit something and it's kind of jammed on, so I've got my puller. I'm going to tighten it up, maybe we'll tap on it a little bit, see what happens. It's a little bit messed up, but it'll probably still work. If not, I probably got some parts pulleys laying around here somewhere. There's the old of that one. It's a little bit noisy too. Up next, it's time to try to remove the old blade. And it is time for a new blade. There is the mostly clean deck, very little rust on it so far. Here is a new spindle and the new hardware. I'm going to go ahead and put this together, but I think I'm going to run up to the store and get some new blades. It'd be a shame to put it together with those old blades. It is time to put it back together. These holes have no threads, so we got to make our own threads with these bolts. And I'm going to point the grease fitting out so it's easier to grease. pulley time. That's the brakes when you turn the blades off. Side 1 is done. We'll do side 2 right now. Side number 2, grease fittings pointing out. Now we need some blades. So I've got everything back together. The belt is back on. I do have to tighten up the nut on that idler pulley. And I went to get 2 new blades and the store only had 1 new blade. So everything's on hold till tomorrow. If you're wondering, 17.5 horse. It is the next day and a couple of new blades have been located. I always like to compare the new blades with the old blades. Wasn't a whole lot left. There wasn't a whole lot left going on there. There's a good comparison. Anyway, the last step to do would be put these 2 new blades on and put the deck back under the mower. That's happening right now. I've got the deck flipped over, ready for the blades, and there's a spider trying to make a home up in there. Look at that guy. There's no home for a spider. About 3/16 of an inch. That's pretty good. No mohawks. And then one last step, I got these pulley guards to put on, pulley covers. And now the final last step, tighten up that idler pulley. And now the deck is under the mower, it's completely hooked up. There's a 5-point system, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 2 on the other side. The cable that engages the blade is hooked up, and the belt is in place. It is time for a test drive.